Good morning. Welcome to the Florida United Numismatists Numismatic Ambassador Breakfast. This is the fourth that has been sponsored and hosted by the Fun Organization, and it just gets better and better and better. Because numismatic ambassadors are so dedicated and so committed to numismatics, to have a 50% return rate on the ballot is amazing. Anybody anywhere in the United States can nominate someone to be an ambassador, but only a holder of the ambassador award can actually vote on the next class of ambassadors. So if you've heard it takes one to know one, well, if you find people that are similarly dedicated, similarly accomplished, similarly forward-looking and wanting to make things better, well, that's what this new incoming class is. We're passing that torch. We're enlarging the circle. And so we have 5 individuals this morning that we are going to call forward and present with the ambassador plaques and pins. You have sheets in front of you, so I will not read every word of every biography. The first ambassador award that will be presented this morning is to Tony Bonaro. A lot of people talk about the future of the hobby. They wonder about YNs and if we're bringing enough into the hobby. Well, here's an individual who has been out there working to bring the YNs into the hobby and doing it successfully. So to recognize your work, please come forward and accept an ambassador plaque.
A few words. Is that what you want?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to thank everyone here, especially all those who have been here before me. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to stand up here as an ambassador. And just to let you know, we never quit working. We've got 70 Boy Scouts coming tomorrow for their merit badge.
Yeah. Thank you, Tony. The next individual I've known everybody for many, many years. Randy said that Tony was still speaking to him after 40 years. Well, I've known you for about 40 years, and we're still speaking. So, you know, the best friends are the old friends, and I feel like everybody here I have known forever. The next person I want to recognize is Mike Ellis. It's no error that you're here. We have had many a conversation about striking errors and every kind of coin error that you can imagine. And after all of these years of work and all of your volunteer efforts, Mike, please come forward and accept an ambassador award plaque.
Well, about all I'd like to say is, since I became involved at a higher level than a local level of numismatics, and I heard about this award, I decided then I wanted to have one of these someday. And it's been a long road and a lot of hard work, but I'm thrilled to finally have one. Thank you.
The third individual I would like to recognize this morning is Gillis, who works for the American Numismatic Association. When I was growing up, I always thought the coolest job to have was bank teller, because you'd get all these great coins and be the first one to find them. Well, the second coolest job I always thought was working at headquarters at the American Numismatic Association. Well, he does, and he's being recognized for the many years of effort that he has put in. So Rod, please come and accept a plaque, because you have earned it.
Well, again, I just want to say how very blessed I am to be able to work with such fine people, Kim, and to be able to teach. I'll be teaching at the GNA with Bill, Fiva, and we'll be having a great time there. And like I said, it's been a dream come true for me to be the education director at the ANA, and this is also a dream come true, because this is a very prestigious and coveted award, and it means that I'm one of you guys, and that's although I don't know, being Mike here, I don't know, but no, it's been wonderful, and I'm very humbled, and I thank you very much.
Well, the fourth individual here, and I have to ask Brett to stand up. Is Michigan functioning after you've left the state?
Yes.
This man has many hats, and I could not possibly recount all of them. But every time I run into him, he's on to 6 other tasks. And so I'm going to get on to my task and just give you a plaque and say, keep it up, Brett. And when you go home, we know that Michigan's in good hands.
Should I be on this side?
Yeah.
I will, and I'll keep it brief. It's a great honor to receive this. My parents started me in coin collecting as a Cub Scout, and part of the citation for the Ontario Numismatic Association Fellow Award, of which I'm the only American to ever receive one, said, I discovered Canadian coins when I went to a bank in Canada and found I couldn't get Lincoln cents for my penny book. My mother had proactively obtained a Canadian penny book, and I've never stopped my love for Canadian coins. And this month I'm a 40-year member of the ANA, and I appreciate all of your support and continued support. Thank you.
Our 5th ambassador recipient is the man behind the camera. For over 30 years, he has recorded the highs and the lows of numismatics. And if there's ever an archivist at ANA 100 years in the future, wondering what the heck were we doing in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, well, it'll be all thanks to David Lisot that we have that record. So David, would you please come forward and accept the Numismatic Ambassador plaque?
Well, thank you, everyone. It's truly a great honor to be in this group. Since 1986, I have gone to virtually most major coin conventions around the United States and even the world, and had the honor of videotaping so many of you that contribute to the hobby by sharing your knowledge and your expertise for free to give it to any collector that can go to the convention. I championed taking people and videotaping them, and I've made over 2,000 lecture videos now, and we're just finishing with the Numismatic portal, where everything is going to be available for free, for posterity, for anyone to have access to, and every one of you has contributed either by speaking in front of the camera or by being kind and polite to me in my efforts to do so. And I want to again thank everyone in the room, and again an honor for being a Numismatic ambassador.
David, over here. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the 2019 class of Numismatic Ambassador Award recipients. Let's give them a round of applause.